Shalom is Shalom, Yahawah from the sons of Israel. Come back with a new lesson. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi, Bashim Qadash, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, call Olayam Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi, Bashim Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect of Israel, who push in this truth, diligence, and sincerity to you. I say Shalom. This lesson will be about what do we need to do for wisdom or for more wisdom, okay? So the first scripture I want to get is the book of James. Man, so listen to that if you want to gain more wisdom, okay? So it's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, so if you don't have enough wisdom, you know, let him ask of the Most High. So ask the Most High, pray to him in sincerity and truth, 100%, and believe in it that he's blessing you with that, okay? So ask in faith, okay? Ask Salakia. Let him ask of the Most High. So you need to ask the Most High that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So ask in truth, okay? Verse 6. But let him ask in faith. Okay, if you go into the Most High and just asking like, please give me more wisdom, you need to believe in it 100%. You need to have this faith, man. Okay, I will break it really quick down what faith is, okay? So it's the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, okay? So I will finish verse 6. But let them ask in faith. You need to ask in faith, not wavering. So if you're praying, believe in it 100%, and don't be like, I don't know if the Most High will bless me with that. I don't know if this is the right thing, man. Believe in it 100%, okay? You need to believe in it 100%, without doubt then, okay? For he that wavers is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed, okay? Don't doubt. Be 100% in it, okay? Believe in it 100%. Have this crazy faith, okay? This confidence in the Most High that he's blessing you with that. He gave us a spirit of power, not of fear, man. Don't fear, okay? Don't be wavering. Don't have these second thoughts in, man. Don't let the demons come upon you, the doubt demons, say like, you're not worthy of this, man. Don't be wavering like you're not worthy. Or another thing, Salakia. Or they saying like, you're not good enough to do that, you know. We all had these doubt demons in our time, man. And they're trying you, okay? But have this crazy faith, this 100% faith in Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi, and asking it, okay? This is one thing that you can do to gain more faith, wisdom, Salakia, to gain wisdom or even more wisdom, okay? Now we go to the book of John, chapter 15, verse 16, and it says, Ye have not chosen me, so it's written in red, Salakia. So it's Yahawashi speaking himself. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name. So you need to ask in Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi, so in the name of Yahawashi, okay? Yahawashi Mashiach. In my name, he may give it to you. Then the Most High will give it to you if you ask in faith and in his name, okay? So now we go to the book of Philippians, chapter. So you need to pray to the Most High for more knowledge, wisdom, and faith, and in Yahawashi's name, okay? These are two things right now. Salakia. So we're going to the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 9. Galatians. Salakia. Philippians, chapter 1, verse 9, and it says, And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more, and more knowledge, and in all judgment, so that you get more knowledge, okay? He prayed for that, okay? We need to pray for more knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We need to pray for that, okay? Now we go to the book of Sirach, chapter 37. It's in the Barakatha, what was taken out in the 1600s from the King James Version. Now we go to Philippians, Salakia, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 15. The book of Ecclesiasticus is also known as Sirach, okay, because the writer of it was called Sirach. 34, Salakia, and what was it? 37 and 15, Salakia. And it says, And about all this, pray to the Most High, to pray to Yahawah, that He will direct their path in truth. So you need to pray that Yahawah is directing their path into this truth, okay? That He's directing their path into this wisdom, okay? That your knowledge wisdom is growing daily. You need to pray always for that. You're not allowed to waver in this, and you need to pray with faith, okay? Not wavering. Now we go into the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 7, okay? Wisdom of Solomon is in the Barakatha 2, chapter 7, verse 7, and it says, Stalakia 7 and 7. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. So, Solomon was praying, and understanding was given him, okay? So, you need to pray for one knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and you're going to get it, but you need to have faith, and you need to pray in Yahawashi's name, and don't waver, okay? I will finish the verse. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me, Salakia, and the spirit of wisdom came to him. So ask in faith, nothing wavering, and in the name of Yahawashi, and the spirit of wisdom and understanding will come upon you, okay? Now we jump down to verse 15. The Most High hath granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as Salakia, as is meet for the things that are given me, because it is He that leadeth unto wisdom. The Most High leadeth unto wisdom, okay? The Most High leadeth unto wisdom, no one else. And He directeth the wise. The Most High will direct the wise, because if you're wise man, you follow statutes, commandments best of your ability, okay? As hard as you can. You know, this is a wise man, okay? And now we're going to verse 17. This is an example, okay, because the Solomon speaking. For He hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made. So man, so Solomon was asking Yahawah to give him knowledge and wisdom, the spirit of wisdom, and the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Salakia, and he had the understanding how the world was made, man. Okay, he was asking for that, and the Most High blessed him with that, because he was asking the truth and the faith, okay, nothing wavering, and the operation of the elements, okay. So now we go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10. Book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom. So you need to fear Yahawah to gain wisdom. If you don't fear Him, you won't get wisdom, man. Okay. And the knowledge of the glory, the holy, Salakia, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Man, we are the holy men of the Most High, and we gain understanding, okay? The thing is that if you fear Yahawah, you follow statutes, commandments, best of your ability. Because you feel like, for an example, that you're gonna be destroyed at the end, you know? You're gonna be two-third, not the one-third, okay? Salakia, you won't be one of the elect, Salakia. Or you're gonna be a wicked Jake who's gonna be destroyed, okay? Because I will bring it out real quick. It's the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people, so all the sinners of the Israelites, speaking about them, okay, shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So these proud as Jakes, man, they're saying like won't gonna happen any bad to me. They are the sinners, man. They're proud asses, okay? They're gonna be dying by the sword. This saves the Bible. This saves Yahawah. So this is why it says the fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, because we fear in Yahawah, the wisdom was gaining in us, okay? The wisdom was growing in us, and this is what you need to do. You need to fear Yahawah, and you need to ask in faith in Yahawashi's name, nothing wavering, okay? So 4 things already, okay? So now we jump up to verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. This is the thing, man. If you're a wise man and someone is correcting you, you're getting wiser, you know what I mean? If you're going off on some and your arc is correcting you how he's supposed to do, you're getting wiser through that, you know? You're like, man, I can't, you know, hey, I can't make the corners of my, I can cut my hair, you know, like to sharpen and everything, you know. And he's like, nah, look at this in this scripture. You get more understanding, you know. I will finish the words. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. Teach a just man. Teach a man who follows the statutes, commandments, best of his ability, and he will increase learning, man. This is right. If you give an ark who's pushing his for indulgence and sincerity something who you can study with, man, or some verses, he will try his best to understand it, man. Okay. This is the same, man. So now we go into the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 5, and it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. So this is saying, like it says in the verse before, in Proverbs 9, verse 9. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. So if you hear the word, you increase learning, okay? And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. A man of understanding will stick to the wise man, okay? Wise counsels. Verse 6. To understand the proverb and the interpretation, Salakia, so verse 6, Salakia, to understand the proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and the dark sayings, the fear of Yahawah is the beginning of knowledge. So it says again, you need to fear Yahawah to gain knowledge and wisdom. We'll finish words. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. But if you're a fool, you're like, nah, man, I won't fear the Most High. I will fear nothing, man. I'm like, oh, man. You know, I don't believe you what you read out of the Bible. You know, this is a fool, man. We're reading straight off the Bible. Just say if Yahawah and you don't believe it, you're in a fucking Salakia from my language. You're a fool, man. You're a fool. So now we go to the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 37 to 38, and it says, Salakia 37 to 38, and it says, he that loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You need to be worthy of the Most High, man. If you're not worthy of the Most High, why should he then give you the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, okay? If you put everything in front of the Most High, if you have much business, too much business, if your wife is saying, can we go out on Tuesday the whole day, then your children on Wednesday, the other child on Thursday, the other child on Friday, then you got this job, man. How should you gain wisdom then, you know? I will bring it out later. You need to have a little business, man. And this is saying, verse 38, and he that taketh not his cross and followeth me after me is not worthy of me. You need to take Yahawah's cross, which is to go to his tribulation. Take it and walk with it, okay? To be worthy of Yahawah. So we need to take Yahawah's cross and go through all his tribulation that he went through all his affliction, okay? And to be called worthy of him, okay? So now we go to the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 20. So be worthy, you know, you need to be worthy of Yahawah. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in him and will sup with him, and he with me. So, man, if you're hearing this truth, this word is Yahawashi. It's the spirit of Yahawashi, man. If you're hearing this truth, he's knocking at your door, man. If you open it or refuse, it's the choice of your spirit, you know. This is already ordained, Salakia, from the Most High, because Proverbs 20 and 24, the man's going of the Lord, man. How can a man understand his own way then? Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. So, this is saying that Yahawashi is knocking at your door, in your mind and your spirit. I want to come in, and it's like your choice to invite him in or let him go out, you know. This is like if you go in highways and hedges to preach, and we preach the word to you, and you're like, oh, this sounds right, but you're like, nah, they are crazy, man. I'm gonna go keep on walking, you know what I mean? Then you refuse Yahawashi because what was it? He did Salakia. I'll search for the scripture real quick. He that receives me receives my Father. Salakia. Where was it? Somewhere. Lord willing, I will find it real quick. It's right here. It's book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 16. He that heareth you, heareth me. So it's Yahawashi speaking. If we speak in the word of Yahawah, man, you receive Yahawashi, okay? He that despises you, despise me. And he that despises me, despise him that sent me. Because this doctrine isn't ours, this isn't Yahawashi. This is Yahawah's, man. So, like I said in Matthew 10 and wasn't so like it. Matthew 10 and 38. What was I? So like it. Yeah, like it says Matthew 10 and 38, man. You need to take Yahawashi's cross, you know. Nah, Salaki was another precept. Salaki for the confusion. Revelation 3 and 20. Salaki. You know, when through that Yahawashi is knocking at your door, because we speak in the word of Yahawashi, what is the word of Yahawah. So if you receive us, you receive Yahawashi and receive the Father. You know what I mean? So this is your confliction with your spirit and flesh. You know, this is the confliction that you have, because your spirit want to listen to it, but you, even Israelites, Salaki. But if your spirit, if in your wicked flesh don't want to do it, they want to do the wicked flesh, they want to go after the lust, you know. And this is the two contrary things, you know, spirit and flesh. And you need your spirit. If you come to this truth, they fight the flesh, you know. You want to do this work, but he's like, the flesh is like, nah, we're gonna hunt some girls, man. You know what I mean? And this is the two contrary things, and this is what you need to put aside if you come to this truth. And how should I come in, man? So Salaki, but like I said before, you need to gain wisdom, to gain more wisdom or wisdom at all. You need to have faith, asking faith, pray to Yahawah, pray in Yahawashi's name that Yahawah will give it to you. And what was the other thing? Salaki. Salaki. And you need to fear Yahawah, man. These 4 things already, okay? So now we go to the book of Sirach and the Barakatha again. So Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 verse 24. And it says, the wisdom of the learned may come with opportunity of leisure. So the wisdom of the learned may come by opportunity of free time. You need to have free time for this work, man, okay? And he that has little business shall become wise. You need to have little business, those 5 things right now. Fear the Most High, ask in faith, no wavering, ask in the name of Yahawashi. Salaki. And this 5th thing, okay? You need to have little business, like I said before. You need to have little business in this truth. If you imagine, okay, you're doing your school, you're doing your college, you're doing your sport, you're going into the gym, you have your wife, you have children, you have another job to get a little bit of money. You got 6 things, and this truth is the biggest thing of all of that, okay? But so how can you be sincere and push this truth in diligence and sincerity if you have all these things, okay? You need to put things aside. Like you can put the gym aside, you know, sport aside. How can you put your wife and, you know, if your wife and your children hold you back, you need to forsake them, okay? For Yahawashi's sake. But the thing is that you need to understand that if you do too much things, you won't gain wisdom. You need to put things aside. I need to learn the hard thing too, you know, because I was not really busy man, but I had things to go on. I put aside just my own experience, like it, and I gained wisdom more. Okay, I gained confidence. Okay, I gained the things that I asked of the Most High. You need to put sometimes things beside to put Yahawah in the first place. So I will read it again. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. Leisure means free time, okay? So you need to have free time to do this work in diligence and sincerity. And he that have little business shall become wise. If you have little business, you should become wiser, okay? You need to have little business. So fear the Most High, pray for wisdom, have faith, ask in Yahawashi's name, and have little business, man. Okay, now we go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 29. And it says, 14 verse 29, and it says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. You need to be slow to wrath, okay? So, you know what I mean? If you freak out, if an arc is like correcting you to get more understanding, like it says before, you know, a wise man, like it says in Proverbs 9:9, I think so, Salaki, not a thinking. Yeah, give instruction to a wise man and he will yet be wiser, you know? If he's correcting you, for an example, he's correcting you, you're like, nah, man, nah, he's showing you scripture, you're like, nah, man, nah, you're going, first of all, you're going off, you're going by your own understanding, if he proves through scriptures, and second of all, man, you quick to wrath, man. We need to put this wickedest side of us beside, you know. You need to put this wrath beside of us, you know. Just what we need to do. I will finish the word. He that is slow to wrath, so slow to get angry, is of great understanding. But he that is hasty of spirit exalts folly. Okay? Be calm, man. Be wise as serpent, harmless as dove. Okay? So, now we're going to, what was it? So you need to ask in faith. Salakia, you need to ask in faith. Have a little business. Ask in Yahawashi's name. You need to ask, Salakia. And have a little business, man. Okay? And be slow to wrath. So already 6 things you need to do to gain wisdom, man. Put these inside and you will see. Ask of Yahawah, man. And put these things aside that I told you right now through this word of Yahawashi, and you will get more understanding. This is right. This is still safe, Yahawah. Call Holyam Yahawashi, man. It's a spirit right now, man. So we're going to the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 15. And it says, the heart is prudent. Of the prudent getteth knowledge. The heart means love, that means mind. We break it down often, so we won't bring it out again, but I said it again, Salaki. The heart of prudent means wise, okay? So the heart of a wise man gets understanding. So if your mind is wise, you get understanding. Put these wicked thoughts aside and you get understanding, man. Because the heart, so the mind is deceitful above all things and desperate to wickedness, as it says. I will bring it out real quick. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9, and it says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So your heart is wicked, man. Okay? So the heart is wicked, but if you turn your wicked mind, so heart means mind, if you put it aside, man, put the wicked thoughts aside as good as you can, you can gain more understanding, man. Because if you imagine, if you put all these women thoughts out of your mind, all these wicked thoughts, man, how was your NFL plan today, man? Think about the NFL the whole day instead of, you know, you have these wicked thoughts in your mind instead of thinking about the righteous thing. Imagine if you think about one scripture the whole day or about scriptures, you know, and you lack of like topics for your lessons or scriptures, you know. If you think constantly about it, you know, if your spirit and your mind is on the same level, like, man, the Most High will bless you with that, man. So put the wicked thoughts aside of you, man, Salakia. Beside Salakia. Put the wicked thoughts beside. Put them behind. And concentrate on this truth, man, and decency and sincerity, okay? And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. You need to seek knowledge, man. Seek means you're searching for it. You need to search for knowledge, you know. You need to watch videos. You need to make your own research, you know. Now, of course, you need to be taught by someone, but you need to make your own research, you know. For the aqua, for the women out there, your man need to teach you, okay? Your man need to teach you. And what I want to say, you need to be addicted to this truth, okay? You need to seek these things, and you get more knowledge, man. You need to seek knowledge, and you get wiser, man. Just like in school, man. If you study more and more and more, you get wiser, man. It's just simply like that, if you think about it. you know, for an example. But you need to seek this truth, okay, and diligence and sincerity to make your election sure. I'll get it real quick. Book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, 2 Peter, Salaki, 1 and 10. Wherefore, the rather brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. Be in this truth, push this truth, diligence and sincerity to make your election sure, okay? So, where was I? Salaki. Put your mind, put the wicked thoughts of your mind. It's another thing, and be addicted to this truth, man. Seek to hear this truth, okay? So now we go to the book of 1 Peter. 1 Peter, chapter 1, chapter 2, verse 1, and it says, wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guilt and all hypocrisies and envies and evil speakings. Okay, you need to put these things aside. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word. You need to be born and be newborn babe in this truth, okay? You need to put your all this wicked stuff that the wicked school of Esau taught you, you know? You need to put these things aside and come as a newborn baby in this truth. If you're 40 or 30 years old, it doesn't matter. If I'm like 20 and you're 40 and I got more knowledge and wisdom than you, then it's like that, you know? But you need to become as a newborn babe in this truth, okay? The milk is the easy stuff of this truth, okay? That ye may grow thereby. So, for an example, if you Salakia, I was distracted by this little Ishmaelite. If you, for an example, if you got a baby, do you give him immediately meat, or do you feed it with milk and then it will grow? This is like you, okay? If you come to this truth, you're like a baby. You can just make you grow, and then you go into the strong meat. You're making breakdowns about the whole chapter or something, you know? Verse 3. If so, be ye have taste that the Lord is gracious. Man, so be as a newborn baby. Put all this wicked stuff from towards one aside, this evil speaking and everything, that you get more knowledge, wisdom, man. That you start low, man. If you start at the top, you get destruction in your head, okay? You understand me? If you start straight with, like, for an example, with the book of Revelation or something, you know, and then you have like a woman and this and then the third, you know, and you get destroyed by that, man. Your whole spirit is fucked up. It's like from a language, but it's destroyed to that, okay? You need to start low. So if you come to for an example, to football game, to sport of football, and you got different leagues. You straight go to the first league if you never play football, or you start a lower league and get 1 year down, second year, and go up, you know? Or if you have a new team, do you think you start immediately you got a real new team from the bottom? There's nothing. No one has anything. You go immediately to the first division? Nah, you start at the lowest of the lowest, man. That's what we need to do right now to get more understanding too. So we're going to the book of Matthew, book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 3. And it says, 18 verse 3, and said, it's Yahawashi speaking, verily I say unto you, so truly, verily means truly, I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter in the kingdom of heaven. You need to come to this truth as little children, like I explained before that. Verse 4, whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. You need to humble yourself to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Imagine you go into a camp that is preaching this word in the highways and hedges, and you're like, I got more knowledge than you, but you don't know anything. You need to come as a little baby. You need to ask questions. You need to be addicted to His truth. You know, you need to pray to the Most High that He gives you the spirit to humble yourself, even though a younger man teaches you or something. Okay? You need to pray and fast and study to show yourself approved, okay? And do all these things that I counted already. Have little business, pray in faith, pray in Yahawashi's name, you know, to get more wisdom, and at least wisdom, okay? Now we're going to the book of Proverbs. Again, today a lot of Proverbs, man. Book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "My son, if thou receive my words, so if you receive the truth, and hide my commandments, heed, Salakia, my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom." You need to open up your ear to wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding, okay? And you need to desire the understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, her is mean the scriptures, this knowledge, wisdom. You need to seek her like you in the world, where you're in the world, you seek money or some, or shoes or something. You need to seek her the same way, like it says right here. If thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures. You need to, like you heard, hey man, in the 6th street there's treasure, man. You go there, you're searching for it all day. This is how you need to be in this truth. This is how you need to treat this truth, okay, this Bible, okay? You need to search for her as a treasure. Then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahawah, and find the knowledge of the Most High. If you cease this word, if you don't just see sincerity in this truth, if you always reading, studying, watching videos, praying, doing the work, you get more understanding, man, okay? But you need to have faith in that Yahawah is blessing you with that, through that. But like it says, you need to listen to that too. If you hear knowledge from an ark, if he's good, if he's really doing this work in diligence and sincerity, listen to him, man. Ask questions, okay? Ask, and it shall be given. Don't forget it. Verse 6, "For Yahawah giveth wisdom, the Most High gives wisdom," okay? "Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding." This is his mouth, man. This is his word, and that through that comes wisdom and understanding, okay? Now we jump down to verse 8. "He keeps the paths of the judgment, and preserves the way of his saints." Okay, preserve means he's keeping the ways of his saints. Saints are the Israelites, okay? The 144,000. Lord willing, I'm of this number, Ma'akim too. So you need to understand that Salakia, he's keeping your ways, man. He's directing you. Man's grounds of the Lord. Verse 9, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. You understand? Yahweh's guiding you and directing you, and you understand all things, man. Okay, so I will sum it up again. You need to pray in faith. Nothing wavering. You need to pray to Most High first of all. You need to have nothing wavering. You need to be slow to anger. Have little business. Incline thine ear to hear. So listen to Akim. Let you correct yourself by Akim. And be hungry after knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. So, and maybe, Lord, when I find another scripture, I will look it up real quick. Yeah. So it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 6. "Forsake her not." Her is just wisdom right now, okay? "And she shall preserve thee. She let you prosper, okay? Love her, and she shall keep thee." If you love her, you're gonna keep this wisdom, you know? If you love her, how do you show love? Through actions. Like it says in 1 John chapter 3, verse 16 till 18. In verse 18 it says, show love through deeds and not only through sayings. Now 17, Salakia. Okay, so show love through actions. Be in this truth, day out and day night. We should, I'll get it real quick. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8, and it says, "This book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth." You should always talk about this truth as hard as you can, you know. "But thou shalt meditate therein day and night." You should read it and pray, be in this word day and night, meditate in it. "And that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So you need to be in the truth day out and day night, whenever you can, whatever opportunity you got, be in the truth, okay? But don't be over righteous, okay? But then your way will prosper, then your knowledge wisdom will gain, okay? So verse 8, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. So be open to this truth, man. Be open. Put these all wicked thoughts aside. Put all this old knowledge wisdom that you had aside, and be open for this new knowledge wisdom. Okay, what you got? This true, this holy one, this holy knowledge wisdom that Yahawah is trying to bless you with, man. So I knew it was a long lesson. I didn't know that, but it was Yahawah's will, man. So Lord, once was edifying, and I want to give again all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi, Qadash, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Yahawashi. And the ones was edifying, and a big shalom to the elect. Shalom. Shalom is a shalom.